Welcome to the bold analysis. Why did William Ruto want Kalonzo Musyoka to attend the Madaraka Day celebrations? Why was William Ruto looking for Kalonzo Musyoka? A very reliable report has emerged that a senior leader in Kenya Kwanza, Musalia Mudavadi, was actually trying to reach out to Kalonzo Musyoka for the celebrations, to attend the celebrations, and was one of the Azimio leaders who were highly really being targeted for that. This is not something that is new, because I think on 12th December, that is Jamhuri Day, Raila Odinga was out of the country. Azimio was supposed to plan some parallel Jamhuri Day, and it flopped. And we saw Kalonzo Musyoka himself attended the Jamhuri Day celebrations that was held in Uhuru Gardens. But of the plan, he did not speak. He was not given audience to speak. In fact, it was just the usual pleasantries, but was not given a chance to speak. And so today, on Thursday in Embu, they were really looking out for him, but that did not go through and did not confirm until the time the event went on. But that decision has also been really seen as that which is creating the fact that Musalia Mudavadi is being seen as a bridge between the government side and the opposition side, or rather with the Azimio side, is putting him at loggerheads with Rigathi Gachagua. Twice, Musalia Mudavadi has met Uhuru Kenyatta. He met Uhuru Kenyatta in Burundi, and they also met Uhuru Kenyatta in Nigeria recently. During the Burundi, I think it was an EAC meeting. Then in Nigeria, he was also attending the inauguration ceremony of the current Nigerian president. But today in Embu, Musalia Mudavadi, I've tried to ask, by the way, I need to be very honest, I've been trying to ask the new Azimio bloggers. You know, there are quite a number of, some 4 Azimio bloggers that have crossed over, Twitter bloggers that have crossed over to government side, and I think they got the invitations as delegates to attend. I tried to look for it, by the way. I really tried to look for that delegates card. I did not get it. Someone promised me, but barely chose the last minute. So, regarding Gachagua, those who are privy to the report are saying that Musalia Mudavadi was actually supposed to speak, and regarding Gachagua was supposed to invite Musalia Mudavadi to speak. Then maybe it was Musalia to speak, then Rigathi to speak, then hand over to the president. But even in the hierarchy, Rigathi did not recognize Musalia Mudavadi. This reminds me recently of an infighting story I told you. And I think Seth Panyako said that despite the fact that Inspectorate of State Corporations falls under the ministry of Musalia Mudavadi, but there have been a lot of external influence from the office of the Deputy President and Aden Duale. So that bad blood could be in it. And number 2, I also see Mudavadi not in good terms with Rigathi because of Mudavadi's role, first Mudavadi's coziness with Uhuru Kenyatta, and by extension, Azimio la Umoja. So I want us to look at still this in details. Why Azimio, why the government side were looking for Kalonzo Musyoka, at least to get an Azimio politician. In fact, that was it. They wanted to get Azimio politician. The only person that could have approached and was able to attend was Kalonzo. When I was in Embu, and when I followed those speeches, I missed Raila, because Raila would give us a speech on Madaraka Day and tell us the story about what it means, what happened, and very interesting. But we were treated to the normal political bravado and rhetorics. Quite sad. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our video. Before I look at Kalonzo Musyoka, there's something I've just touched. I am seeing UDA bloggers, this is just a sidebar. I am seeing UDA bloggers crying that they're not being paid. That PS Raymond Omolo is not paying them, and rather they've been dismissed. But just the same day, I saw Azimio pro-Raila bloggers, quite a number of them are crossing over to the other side, or rather being poached to the government side. So why has government opted not to use their bloggers that campaigned for them, but they are now buying bloggers on Azimio wing to support them? It's not something wrong, and I don't want to profile individuals, because again, you never know. There is also monetary, personal benefits that comes with it. But I'm just curious, why is government not using people that campaigned for them? Because that's what Aoko is saying. I should not mention Aoko, that's a spoiled brat. Why they're not working with others, but that's just a question. Let's stop there. Acha to read kwa Kalonzo, and someone should give me a feedback. Looking at Raila Odinga's presence in Mukami's burial some 2 weeks ago, whenever the Azimio politician was there, I think they needed Kalonzo to attack the Azimio brigade and to find an entry point. If Kalonzo could have been there, I don't think he would have spoken, number one. He would not have been given that chance. Probably, I'm just thinking loud. But the two speakers, both Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, would have really intentionally went after Kalonzo. If you listen to William Ruto's speech, it was about the previous general election. And I think what they would have done is to make sure that if Kalonzo is there, they talk the national discourse and maybe now speak to the Azimio because Kalonzo is there. It was to turn that event to be a political battlefield. Number two, Kalonzo's presence was technically a trap to run a political propaganda on Azimio, on the fact that maybe they're infiltrating Azimio La Umoja. I'm just telling you that I am seeing bloggers being bought. I've seen some three that, Twitter, not the YouTube team, but guys, let me tell you, the YouTube team is not very easy to buy. Not very easy, for some very serious reasons. Because personally, I cannot stand for credibility, then I cannot defend impunity. Yes. But for the Twitter people, we've seen that happening. So when Kalonzo was to attend there, you will get those optics of people greeting. Recently Raila had greeted Rigathi and Ruto. And now they also needed Kalonzo Musyoka to get another handshake. The propaganda was on infiltrating Azimio La Umoja and also toned down the tension on what is coming. Azimio La Umoja saying, probably we're giving up to Monday. If the bipartisan talks doesn't resume, then we are considering a mass action. So what that was intended, and the intended purpose was very clear. Those who are going after Kalonzo maybe were saying that, look here, Kalonzo will not refuse because William Ruto has also shared podium with Raila Odinga. So it was to run that political propaganda and create an environment that, look here, there is no pressure, to quell the political tension around a mass action that Azimio la Umoja has called. Kalonzo was also being sought there for some inclusivity, push for a unity agenda, and not to make it purely political and just seen as it just the ruling coalition, because actually it should be a national celebration. To be honest, I am against, I don't see the essence of taking these celebrations to the counties. This is my reason. It turns out as a regional thing. It turns out as it doesn't bring in the national. Okay, the ideology here is that when they go there, the president is maybe going to take some goodies here and there. But that should not be the essence of a national celebration. We have Nairobi Uhuru Gardens here, which is a very historical venue for such celebrations. We need to make a way for the stadium that we are celebrating there. You know, what is its connection even with the Madaraka Day? But because some of the reasons why we are taking them to those counties is because we are targeting those places to go there and campaign. You know, truth be told, we are wasting a lot of resources fueling choppers and cars. Just this evening, I'm seeing CJ Kome is coming under sharp criticism. People asking why she's actually, she's actually spending a 20 million machine while government is talking about brokenness. That's what we are talking about. There is no need to take these things there. If you want to make them national, let's do the national celebration in Nairobi. Then let's have the counties do the respective ones. Those who feel like can do. Because even Nairobi here, there's one. Sakadi was leading. But then it has lost its sense. We're just spending money. And it's even eroding the essence of those celebrations. That's my bold. And those are my 3 point blank why maybe that means the UD are looking for Kalonzo Musyoka. Is it about that, or they are also looking for him for some other regions? Oh, I've gotten information that they were supposed to go with Peter Munya. Peter Munya is back in Azimio. He's back at the center of Azimio activities. I'm seeing him. I saw him back there. And they were supposed, according to the report I got, is that those who were pushing it for him to go with Peter Munya. Azimio kept off because even the discussion about Mau Mau was going to be used, and the whole Njenga story. There's just a lot. If you follow those speeches, it was full of politics. So it's in order. It was in order for them to stay away. That's my take.